Good evening. I would bet that most of you couldn't help but notice the Hollywood movie cameras and crew that visited our area last fall. Many of the scenes in Sean Penn's directorial debut Indian Runner were actually shot at a house right here in the Bluffs. Wednesday night marked the premiere showing of the film, and according to producer Don Phillips, he wanted Omaha to be the first to see the finished product even before New York or LA. The Indian Runner is set in 1968 and tells the story of two brothers. The three-story Victorian house located at 229 East Graham sets the scene for the home of the movie's stars, David Morse, who plays the sheriff, and Valeria Galena, who plays his wife. Penn and the film crew spent several weeks here in Council Bluffs shooting both exteriors and interiors of this Bluffs home. At one point, the crew even placed packed ice strategically around the yard to simulate snow. Once you see this movie, there will undoubtedly be many scenes throughout the film that will look familiar to area residents. The Indian Runner is scheduled for release nationwide in early October. And in local entertainment news, tonight is the night for the art auction sponsored by Council Bluffs and Tobolsk Sister Cities Association. The event includes a pre-auction cash bar and dinner that will be followed by a special dessert at 8 p.m. Although it is too late to make reservations for the dinner, there is still standing room available for dessert and, of course, the auction. A variety of Russian art will be featured, and some items are expected to go for as much as $200. So this is your chance to taste a bit of Russia right here at home. Well, if you're not into art auctions, maybe a local play will interest you. This is the last weekend for I Remember Mama, and it will be playing at Chanticleer Theater. The play is about the trials as well as the joys of an immigrant Norwegian family retold by one family member's daughter, Katrin. This weekend's performances are scheduled for tonight and Saturday at 8 p.m. There will also be a Sunday matinee at 2 o'clock. Ticket prices for I Remember Mama are $7.50 for adults and $6.50 for seniors and students. For more information, call the Chanticleer box office at 323-9955. And that wraps up this week's entertainment report. Back to you, Jeff and Carrie.
Hey, thanks a lot, Andrea. And
Jay will have all the highlights for you on Monday.
Okay, thanks, Ted. And now we join Andrea Andrews in the newsroom with this week's entertainment report.
Good evening. This is a big weekend at the box office. Lots of new fall releases open tonight, and it looks like they're just in time to save us from the rain. Good evening. Well, it looks like it's going to be a chilly weekend, and if braving the cold is not at the top of your list of things to do, a movie may be a good bet. Fans of 50s style rock and roll may just want to head out to the theater and catch John Travolta's latest picture, Shout. I'd just like to add that Shout hasn't been drawing very large crowds at the box office, so if you still want to see this film, I would suggest going sometime very soon. Shout is playing tonight at the Mall of the Bluffs at 7:30 and 9:30 p.m. However, not all the latest releases are doing so bad. For the third straight week, The Fisher King, starring Robin Williams and Jeff Bridges, has been the nation's top pick. Coming in second was the police drama Ricochet, just edging out the debut of Frankie and Johnny, starring Michelle Pfeiffer and Al Pacino. Ernest Scared Stupid turned out in the number 4 spot, and just barely making the cut, Deceived rounded out the top 5 movies this week. And that wraps up this week's entertainment report. Back to you, Jeff and Carrie.
Okay, thanks, Andrea. And that is
At Iowa Western Community College, people are coming together to work with those who have special needs. Is making it a little bit easier for some who can use the extra help. The Department of Special Services currently offers adaptive services in reading and writing, and for those with more physical handicaps, the Computer Center as well as the school gym have undergone a few modifications. The Director of Special Services at Iowa Western, Ray Olson, says the school has taken on a team, and the number of students utilizing the extra help just might surprise you. Olson says they are serving over 200 such students right now. One of these students, Maynard Nielsen, has taken advantage of the Computer Center. Nielsen is currently taking a course in microcomputers and says the department has really helped him out.
Our special needs department coordinator, he bought a keyboard template for me, so I only hit one key at a time.
The Department of Special Services at Iowa Western is working with a number of different departments on campus here. While Maynard is receiving special academic help, Jeff Potter is receiving help of another sort. Potter, a first-year business student, says the school has really worked to accommodate his needs. He has muscular dystrophy, and the adaptations made in the Wellness Center have really helped him with his therapy.
I use the pulley like you saw there, and I pull it to try and work on the muscles and stuff to keep them exactly where they are.
While Iowa Western is trying to accommodate these students, the school is far from meeting the needs of every student. Ray Olson says that he sees definite areas that can use improvement.
Well, there's some places out here at the college that we see need to make complete access and freedom of access. Electric doors would really help the buildings. We think that that's a good spot to start with. Services to help students accommodate and to make accommodations in the classroom, and a little more in-service for staff members so they understand the plight of the student with a disability and what his needs are and how we can adapt to them and how the student copes with his disability. I think we need more of that type of thing.
Despite what still needs to be done, both Maynard and Jeff seem very appreciative of the help Iowa Western is giving them. Andrea Andrews, Your News 17.
Thanks, Ted. And now let's head upstairs and check in with Andrea Andrews in this week's entertainment report.
Good evening. No, it's not Christmas yet, but John Hughes has just released his latest film. The creator of last year's multi-million-dollar hit